So when you're settled, make sure to clear some space. There's nothing around you, especially right behind you or right in front of you that you might run into. We're gonna wiggle those toes. Set the feet right underneath the hips. Take a big circle back with those shoulders, rotating the palms forward. Bring some awareness to your core. And today we'll start just by closing the eyes, connecting to the breath, taking a deep inhale, breathing in through the nose. And long exhale out through the nose. Good, take a few more of those. You don't have to force anything. Just breathing naturally, checking in on how you feel today. Is your mind a little busy? Or are you still just kind of waking up? Checking on how your body feels, what needs the most attention or love today. Good, one more deep breath in. And long breath out. Good, you can flutter those eyes open. Check in, we have a soft bend in the knees. Wiggle those toes, keeping the shoulders down away from the face always. Let's take a deep inhale. As we do so, the arms rise, reaching up, lengthening through those fingertips. Palms find each other. Lower down to your heart center. We're gonna round the back, reach those fingertips forward, tucking the chin. Perfect. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, reach over to the right. Perfect. Inhale, center. Exhale over to the left. Rotating that top shoulder back, just lengthening through those fingertips. Inhale, center. And exhale, let those hands fall down to your side. So here we're just kind of waking everything up, nice and gentle. We're gonna do that again when you're ready. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Good, round the back, reaching forward, tuck the chin, dropping, separating those shoulder blades. We have a big round in the back here. Inhale, reaching back up high. Exhale, over to the right. Chest is open, shoulders are down. Good, inhale, center. Exhale over to the other side. Perfect. Inhale back to the middle. Exhale, lower that down. Really reach those fingertips down to the floor. We'll do that one more time. Check in. Make sure you're not locking out your knees. And let's inhale last time. Exhale, hands down to the heart center. Round the back, reaching forward. Tuck the chin. Check in with those shoulders. Good. See if you can reach those fingertips forward just a little bit more. Good. Let's inhale. Reach those arms up high. Exhale over to the right. Good. Pressing those hips to the left. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Very nice. Inhale, center. This time, exhale, lower those arms down. Wrap the hands behind the back. You can interlace the fingers. Reach toward opposite wrists. And then let's extend those knuckles down to the low diagonal, pressing the shoulders down, tucking the hips forward. Again, just so we don't have that big arch in the back, think of tucking the hips forward, lengthening out the spine, lifting your chin. We still have that little bend in the knees. Good, stay here, go ahead, close those eyes again, gently drop your head over to the right. So right ear falling toward right shoulder, we're pressing the left shoulder down. Good, if you're not comfortable closing your eyes, just gaze down toward the floor. Inhale. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Right side is pressing down. Good. Perfect, carefully bring your head back to the center, release those hands. And let's take a couple circles back with those shoulders now that we're a little warmer. Wiggle the fingers. Good, big dramatic circles here, all the way up, back, and down. Two more. One more. Good, keeping that chest open, palms forward, mountain pose, standing nice and tall, proud. Good, and let's get moving. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, let's forward fold. Reaching for the floor, relax your head and neck when you get to your lowest point. Just let those arms fall, let your head and neck relax. Let's shake the head no. Good, slowly nod your head yes. Good, relax your head, sinking into that stretch. Feel the low back release. Feel the hamstrings saying hello. Good, let's inhale, half lift. Hands find the tops of the shins or the thighs. The back is nice and flat here, lifting through the tailbone. Exhale, release. Soften the knees, plant the hands on the floor. Again, if you don't want to go down to the floor, hands can find the base of a chair. We'll step back into that nice long plank, hands under the shoulders, awareness in the core. Lower the knees down to the floor. Good, now bend the elbows in toward the rib cage, lower the chest down. Inhale, sweep that all through, hold here. Remember, big bend, little bend, anything you need in those elbows, whatever feels best on your back here. Pressing up and out of those shoulders, lifting the chin. We inhale again. Exhale, curl those toes under, send the hips up and back, downward dog. Let's pedal that out. Checking in with our form, we tuck the chin slightly, ears next to biceps. Hips up high toward the ceiling, pressing evenly into your hands, spreading out those fingers. And we're walking out those heels. We bend one knee as we drive the opposite heel down. Good, now press both heels down. Lengthen out, check in, how do you feel? Where do you feel? Good, and just take a quick check-in every time we find ourselves in that downward dog today. Notice how, where, what you feel. Let's bend the knees, tiptoe feet to hands. Good, relax your head. Inhale, half lift, everything stays in line. Good, and release. Let's bend the knees round the back, one vertebrae at a time. We roll back up to standing. Good, head comes up last, shoulders roll back, chest opens. Good, let's take that one more time. Inhale, sweep those arms up, look between the fingers. Exhale, forward fold. Good, relax your head. Inhale, half lift, flatten out the back. And release, hands find the floor, bend the knees, step back into that high plank, strong core here. Press the floor away from you. Knees or toes, we chaturanga. Everything lowers down together. Inhale, sweep through. And exhale, downward dog, pedal it out. Good, spread out the fingers. Walking out those heels. Good, press both heels down, lengthen out. Let's inhale, float that right leg up for me. Remember, we want to square off the hips, so rotate that right hip forward. Draw a couple circles with your toes, rotating out that ankle. Circle the other way. Good, now bend that right knee. Take a big step forward with that right foot, just between the hands. Left heel is gonna stay straight up. As we inhale up high, find that nice high lunge or crescent lunge. Shoulders drop down, tucking the hips forward. Good, if you need a little assistance on the balance, take that left foot, step it out just a couple inches toward your left, and that wider base will help your balance. We take one more deep breath in here. Exhale, hands float down to the floor. Good, and step back, down dog, nice and easy. Good, shake it out, take a moment. And then when you're ready, we'll float that left leg up, squaring off those hips, circle out that ankle. Good, circle the other way. Inhale, bend that knee, big step forward, plant that left heel down, right heel is popped straight up. And come on up, find that high lunge, shoulders down. Fingers reach up, tucking the hips forward. Left knee is tracking, straight ahead in line with the center of your foot. We inhale. Exhale, hands lower down to the floor. Perfect. And step back, find that down dog again. Good. Check in. How do you feel? Good. From here, I want you to stay in this downward dog. And if this feels good, if you have a lot going on in your calf muscles, you can stay right here. If you want a little bit more, we're going to take that left foot, cross it over your right heel. Good. And then we're going to drive that right heel down, down, down. So you kind of have your left shin at the very bottom of your right calf. Good. Driving that heel down toward the floor. Perfect. Let's switch that out. Right over left. Driving that left heel down. Good. Try not to overthink this one. Do you feel a stretch in your calf muscles? As long as you've got that, you're good to go. Perfect. Uncross drive. Both heels down. Nice deep inhale. Good. Exhale, bend the knees. Step feet to hands. Let's inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Soften the knees. Reverse swan dive. We're going to reach the arms out and up. Back to our standing position. Hands float down to the heart center. Take a nice deep inhale with me. Exhale, let it go. Stand up a little bit taller. Perfect. Hands float down to your sides. Adding a little bit of movement here. Let's inhale. We're going to reach the arms forward. Palms up. As we do so, right knee floats up, trying to find a 90-degree bend or something like that. On your next exhale, I want you to sweep that leg back. Arms will follow into a warrior three. Good. If you prefer, you want to have those arms out to the side like an airplane, go ahead. Perfect. Inhale, sweep it back to the center. Good. You can keep the toes on the floor if the balance isn't for you. Awareness in your core. Exhale, shift it back, find your balance. We have a long line head to heel here. Just do your best. Good. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, float it forward. Exhale, send it back. Good. Soft bend in that left knee. Stay here, stay here. 3, 2, and 1. Lower that down. Perfect. And we'll switch sides. So awareness in your core, space between that hip and bottom rib. Shift your weight to that right foot. Arms float up. We inhale, left knee rises. Drop your shoulders, lift your chin. Good. On your next exhale, float it back. Good. So we're squaring off those hips. Again, arms, preference, up to you where you want them to go. Inhale, float it forward. Exhale, send it back. Good. Soft bend in that right knee. Left toes are pointed straight down. One more time. Inhale, float forward. Exhale, send it back. Find a spot on the floor. Focus on it. Reaching, reaching, reaching. 3, 2, 1. Carefully shake that out. And here we're going to give your feet some love. So hands can go wherever. I'm going to take mine to my hips here. I want you to lift one heel up and press the ball of that foot into the floor. Spread out your toes. Good. And just kind of feel the arch, the bottom of that foot lengthen out. Inhale. Exhale, we switch that. Lift up the other heel. Press the ball of that foot into the floor. Spread out the toes. Perfect. Good. Switch it back to that first side. Same thing, maybe a little bit deeper. Relax the shoulders, relax your face. Good. Switch it. Spread out those toes. Perfect. Lower that down. I want you to turn your toes out. Same thing. Lift one heel up, spread out the toes, press into the ball of that foot. You might feel this now a little bit more on the inside of your foot. Good. Switch. Good. Pressing into the ball of that foot. Remember, discomfort, not pain. If you hit pain, you've gone too far. One more time. Switch it back to that first side. Good. Maybe notice where you hold the most tension. Probably don't think a lot about holding tension in your feet. Good, switch. Perfect, and shake that out. Okay, moving back down to the floor. Inhale with me when you're ready. If you need to take a moment, take it. We exhale down to the floor. Good, stay here. Shake your head no. Good, feel that gravity pulling you down toward the floor a little bit more. Nod your head yes, slowly, gently. Good, relax your head. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Soften the knees, step or hop it back into that plank. Good, let's lower down all the way to the floor, hands underneath your shoulders. Good, from here, hands are gonna go out just a little bit wider. And I want you to fully extend your right arm out to the side, palm down. From here, you're gonna press into your left hand and rotate that right shoulder down toward the floor. Good, so you're gonna breathe right into the front of that shoulder, into your chest. You're still reaching out through those right fingertips. If this feels awesome, stay right here. If you want a little bit more, you're gonna bend your left knee and then let it float up and over that right leg, getting a nice little twist through your spine as well. Good, and feel free to adjust the angle of that straight arm. If it feels better up a little bit higher or lower, that's totally fine. Good, inhale. Exhale, carefully unwind back to the center, and we'll switch that out. So pull that right arm in, hand right under the shoulder, left arm extends out with the palm down. From here, press into your right hand, rotate that left shoulder down. So here I'm kind of shifting my gaze to my right hand. That's just a little bit more comfortable on my neck, and so your face isn't right on the mat. Good, and then if you want a little bit more, you'll bend that right knee, let it float up and over the left leg as you add in that twist. Good, lengthening through those fingers, relaxing your face, checking back in with your breathing. Perfect. Good, and carefully unwind, rolling back to the center. Both hands find their way underneath both shoulders, keeping the knees on the floor. Inhale. Exhale, nice and strong. You're gonna push yourself up. Bring the big toes together, send the knees out wide as you send your hips back into a child's pose. Forehead dropping down toward the floor. Reaching those fingertips as far forward as you can. Sinking hips back toward the heels. Good, close your eyes, just take a couple deep breaths here. Still staying active in that child's pose, reaching forward, hips reaching back. Not getting wrapped up if your hips aren't touching your heels, no big deal. I don't know if my hips have ever touched my heels. I think when I was like 6 years old in ballet class, maybe, that was about it. Take a deep inhale with me. Let's exhale. Walk the hands over to the right. So nice big reach over toward the right side of the room, and then let's press the hands down into the floor. Feel that nice big stretch all the way from your left pinky down to the top of your left hip. Good, press down a little bit deeper, inhale. And exhale, sweep the hands over to the left. Good, press down, this time feeling that stretch all the way down your right side. Reminder here, you can always kind of cross at the wrists if that feels good for you. Perfect. Carefully walk it back to the center. Reach forward a little bit more. One more breath in. And out. Let's pull those hands back below the shoulders. Press yourself up into a tabletop position. So hands are right under your shoulders. Knees are right underneath your hips. Neck in line with the spine. Let's take a deep breath in. As we exhale, let's find that cat pose. Round the back, tuck the chin, press those hands into the floor. Good. And inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the chin, arch the back, looking up. Good. Exhale again, we round the back, tuck the chin. Inhale, arch, look up. Perfect. Let's take one more of each. Round. Good. And arch, look up. Perfect. And find that neutral spine looking straight down. From here, we're going to reach that right arm out with the thumb straight up, kind of like you're reaching to shake someone's hand. Then take the left leg, kick it straight back, find a little balance. Awareness in your core. So drawing those abdominals in, looking straight down to the floor. Your left toes are rotating straight down. So you have energy pressing through your back heel, reaching through those right fingertips. On your next inhale, round your back, draw your knee and elbow toward each other. Then big exhale, let's reach, reach, reach everything back out. Perfect, take that again. Inhale, round. Exhale, arch, reach, reach, reach. Good, and one more time. Inhale, round. Exhale, reach, hold, 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 hold. Perfect. You can stay right here if you want the balance challenge. You can also bend that left knee, draw the heel to the glute. You can stay here. You can float that right hand down to the floor. If you want to go crazy with me, you can take that right hand, reach for your left ankle. Good, and then you're going to press that ankle into your hand, kind of firing up your hip flexors. Good, don't grip in your neck or your face. Relax, breathe into it. Good, if you want to press that heel up toward the ceiling, go ahead for 3, 2, 1. Perfect. And everyone, wherever you are, release back down to the floor. Shake out those arms. Draw the core back in nice and strong, and we'll take the other side. Left arm reaches straight out, thumb up. Good, right leg extends back, straight line. Energy through those fingers out of that heel. Good, reach, 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 reach. Check those back toes, rotating straight down to the floor. Good, next inhale, round the back, knee to elbow. Exhale, extend, reach it out even stronger. Good, again, inhale, knee to elbow. Exhale, reach it out, you're doing great. Perfect, and one more. Good, you can stay right here, hold. You can bend that knee. Good, if you kind of engage your glutes here, no matter what, you're gonna feel that stretch in the front of that hip. You can take the left hand, reach it back. Press your ankle into that palm, press your heel up. Again, if it's more comfortable to just float that left hand down to the floor, go right ahead. Good, are you breathing? 3, 2, 1, and carefully release. Very nice. I want you to stay here. If this gets uncomfortable on your knees at any point, you can fold over your mat or just put a sweater or blanket, anything like that under your knees for a little more cushion. We're gonna flip your palms over. So palms are up, fingers are pointing toward your knees. And then I just want you to shift your weight back until you feel that stretch in the front of your wrist and forearm. Perfect. Remember, discomfort, not pain. Perfect. Good, flip that back over, palms are down, fingers are forward. I want you to now rotate your fingers out toward either side of the room and just shift your weight side to side, feeling that stretch on the inside of the forearm. Good. So maybe holding one side. Good. Perfect. And come back to the center. Palms rotate forward. And let's fall over to one side. Swing those legs around in front of you. And we're going to kick the legs out to the sides. Just make sure you're not going to kick anything. You're sitting up nice and tall. Toes are pointed straight up. Back is nice and long. Inhale with me. Exhale, walk those hands forward till you get that nice stretch in your inner thighs, a little bit into those hamstrings. Good, and just breathe right here. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. Good. Every exhale, see if you can inch forward just a tiny bit more. Lengthen through the spine. Relax the shoulders. Good. Now let's carefully walk those hands over to the right, just at a little angle. Good. Still breathing. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Let's walk it over to the left. Good. Try to press those knees back for me. Perfect. And come on back to the center. One more breath here. In and out. Good. And release. Come back in. Bend the knees. Soles of the feet find each other. You can grab onto your feet or your ankles, sitting up tall. Let's inhale. Exhale, hinging at the hips. Again, we lengthen through that back. Good, letting the knees press down toward the floor. Good, exhale a little bit deeper. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully come back up. We're gonna bend those knees, bring them together, lower down onto your back for me. We'll wrap this thing up. Good, so when you get onto the floor, hug your knees into your chest for me and just take a little rock side to side. Good, feel that weight shift from the right to the left side of your spine. Good, reach your arms out wide, keep the knees together, inhale. Exhale, drop the knees over to the right. I want you to press your left shoulder down to the floor, lift the chin slightly. Good, inhale. Exhale, let's switch it. Knees stay as close together as you can. Drop them over to the left, this time right shoulder pressing down. Good, reaching those hands out. Perfect, and carefully come back to the center. Last stretch today we'll take for your hips. Figure 4, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Press that right knee away from you. And if this is already kind of spicy enough for you, I just want you to stay right here. If you want a little bit more, thread those hands underneath the left leg and draw that left knee into the chest. You're still pressing the right knee away from you. Take a deep, deep breath in. Exhale a little bit deeper. Perfect, and release. Other side. Crossing left ankle over right thigh, left knee pressing away from you. Again, this is plenty if you don't want to go any further. If you'd like to reach underneath that right leg, go ahead, pull it in. Left knee still pressing away. You can think of really pressing that left ankle into the right thigh. Good, hug in just a tiny bit deeper for me. Perfect, and carefully release. Both feet find the floor. If it's comfortable on your low back, you can extend those legs all the way out, toes falling out to the corners of the room, palms rotating up or resting on your belly. I want you to close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, a long breath out. You have 1 minute to yourself here. Please take advantage of it, enjoy it. All those little mental tabs that you might have left open, just keep them closed for 1 more minute. Stay right here, right now with me. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyes, your nose, your cheeks, your jaw, your mouth. Feel your shoulders sink down into the floor. Good, feel those elbows fall down into the floor. Relax your wrists, your belly, your hips, your legs. Relax your knees. Those calves, ankles, your feet, your toes. Good. One more purposeful deep inhale. And exhale, let it go. Good. If and when you're ready, wiggle your fingers, your toes. Bend your knees, roll over onto one side. Use that bottom arm as a pillow. And then using the strength of your arms, press yourself up into a seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. Again, if you're not ready, stay there. Don't worry about it. You can close the eyes if they open. We'll take one more breath together. Inhaling, reaching those arms up to the ceiling, palms finding each other. Exhale, hands down to your heart center. Thank you so much for joining me today. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste.